I'm Elder Stevens, and I'm a missionary of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So probably one of the most spiritual experiences that I've had in my life was when I just barely graduated from high school, and we moved to another state the day after high school graduation. And it was pretty hard. I left my friends and I left all of my extended family. My parents were both working, and my two siblings. When they started up at school, I was the only one at home. So I resorted to reading the Book of Mormon, and it was pretty hard for me at first because I'd grown up with the Book of Mormon in my life, but I'd never actually read it or taken time to pray about it to know if it really was true. And I'd always heard that there was no comfort, or that there was no growth in the comfort zone. And so I knew that at that point, since I was comfortable being alone, that I had some changes to make. My mom encouraged me to read from the Book of Mormon, to pray about it, to ask if God was there, and to ask if the Book of Mormon was true. It took me about 2 weeks to actually kneel down and pray, because I was terrified. I didn't know what I wanted God's answer to be, if God was even there. After those 2 weeks of pain and just trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, I knelt down and I asked God very simply. I said, God, if you're there, I want to know if the Book of Mormon is true, and I want to know if you love me. I got up from my prayer, and I felt like somebody had just wrapped their arms around me. I felt like somebody was giving me a big hug. Like all of a sudden I was just a lot happier than I was usually. And my parents even recognized it. They'd always ask me, what are you doing different? And I told them that I prayed, that I knew that God was there, and that I was reading the Book of Mormon every day, and that it's completely changed my life. And just as simple as that, I knew that God really loves us. And it's all because I got outside of my comfort zone. I just wish everybody could understand how much pain and suffering went into Jesus Christ's sacrifice, but not only that, how much love went into His sacrifice. He wouldn't have done it if He didn't love each one of us. And I know that He loves each one of us so perfectly, and He knows each of us. We're so unique, but God knows our strengths and our weaknesses, and He's willing to work with us and make us who He wants us to be. The thing I'm probably most grateful for growing up in the church is being able to experience the feeling that my family is together forever. Under the authority that Jesus Christ had on the earth, my family has been sealed together, that we'll never leave each other's side.